Hello, my friends. Welcome back. I am so happy you are here with me today. So, take a breath, get comfortable, and let your mind travel somewhere far away. Because today, we are not going to talk about records, or trophies, or titles. Today, we are going to talk about a quiet boy. A small boy. A boy who doctors said would never grow tall enough to play professional football. But this boy had something inside him that no doctor could measure. This is the story of Lionel Messi. If you enjoy learning English through real stories about real people, make sure you follow storyline icons. Every story is a new lesson, and every lesson helps you grow. Now, let us begin. Our story starts in a city called Rosario, in Argentina. It is a busy, noisy, colorful city, full of life and music and football. Because in Argentina, football is not just a sport. It is everything. It is how people celebrate, how people dream, how people connect. And in this city, on the 24th of June, 1987, a baby boy was born. His family named him Lionel Andres Messi. Leo, as everyone called him, grew up in a small neighborhood with his parents and 3 siblings. His father, Jorge, worked in a steel factory. His mother, Celia, worked in a part-time job. Life was simple. Life was humble, but the family was close, and love was never missing from their home. From the moment little Leo could walk, he had a football at his feet. He played in the streets with his brothers and cousins. He played in the park. He played everywhere, all the time. His grandmother, Celia, was his biggest supporter. She was the one who first took him to training. She was the one who told anyone who would. Listen, this boy is special. Sadly, she passed away when Leo was just 10 years old. And to this day, every time he scores a goal, he looks up to the sky for her. At the age of 6, Leo joined his first football club, Grandoli, in his neighborhood, and right away, something was clear. This boy did not just play football. He felt it. He moved between players, like water moving between rocks. Smooth. Natural. Impossible to stop. By the age of 11, he was already the best young player in Rosario, maybe in all of Argentina. But then life became difficult. When Leo was 10 years old, doctors discovered something serious. His body was not producing enough growth hormone. This is the chemical that helps children grow taller. Without it, Leo would stay very small. The treatment existed, but it was expensive. Very expensive. His family could not afford it. The local club in Argentina tried to help, but They could not pay for the full treatment either. It looked like Leo's dream might end before it ever truly began. But then, something remarkable happened. A football club far across the ocean heard about this small boy with the magical feet. A club in Spain called FC Barcelona. And they sent a scout to Argentina to see him play. That scout watched Leo for just a few minutes, and he knew immediately. He called Barcelona and said words that changed history. "We must sign this boy now." FC Barcelona offered to pay for Leo's medical treatment in exchange for him joining their youth academy. It was an extraordinary offer, but it meant everything had to change. Leo was only 13 years old, and he would have to leave Argentina, leave Rosario, leave his friends, his school, his grandparents, and travel to Spain with his father. It was one of the hardest decisions the family ever made. Leo cried. His mother cried. The family said goodbye, not knowing when they would all be together again. And little Leo boarded a plane to a country where he knew almost no one, where the language was the same, but the world was completely different. In Barcelona, Leo joined the famous youth academy called La Masia. The name means the farmhouse, because the original building was an old stone farmhouse next to the football stadium. Young players from all over the world lived and trained and studied there together. Life at La Masia was structured and simple. Wake up, train, study, eat, train again, sleep. And for Leo, far from his home and his mother, it was lonely at times. But the football kept him going. Always the football. And slowly, his body responded to the treatment. He grew. Not very tall, but enough. And the more he grew, the more his talent exploded. By the time Leo was 16 years old, he was training with Barcelona's first team. The senior players, some of the best in the world, could not believe what they were seeing. This teenager, quiet and shy off the pitch, became a completely different person with a ball at his feet. He was fearless. He was electric. He was unstoppable. On the 16th of October, 2004, at just 17 years old, Leo made his official debut for FC Barcelona's first team. He became one of the youngest players in the club's history to play in La Liga, the top football league in Spain. And from that moment, the world began to pay attention. What happened next is almost impossible to describe in words. Season after season, Leo Messi did things on a football field that people had never seen before. He scored goals that left goalkeepers frozen and crowds silent for a second, before everyone screamed with disbelief. He dribbled past 2, 3, 4, 5 players, all on his own, before placing the ball calmly into the net. He set up teammates with passes that seemed to see the future. His body was small. He stood at only 1.70 meters tall. And yet, nobody could stop him. Because what made Leo special was not his speed alone or his skill alone. It was something harder to explain. A sense, an intelligence. He seemed to know where every player was, where the space was, where the moment would arrive before it happened. As if he saw the game in slow motion, while everyone else saw it at normal speed. The trophies came like rain. Liga titles, Copa del Rey trophies, and the Champions League, the greatest prize in European club football, which Barcelona won multiple times with Leo at the heart of everything. And then, the Ballon d'Or, the award for the best player in the world. Leo won it once, then twice, then 3 times, 4 times, eventually more times than anyone in history. People began asking a question they had never asked before. Is this the greatest player who has ever lived? During these same years, football fans around the world watched a rivalry develop that had never been seen before. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, 2 geniuses, playing at the same time, in the same league, pushing each other to heights that seemed impossible. Every season, they both scored more goals than anyone thought possible. Every season, fans debated which one was better. And because of that competition, both became more than players. They became legends while still playing. But for Leo, there was always one shadow. One thing missing. One wound that stayed open. Argentina. Leo had become the greatest player in the world for his club, FC Barcelona. But with the national team of Argentina, success had been painful. He had reached the final of the World Cup in 2014, only to lose in the last minute against Germany. He had lost 3 Copa America finals. Each time, he came so close, and each time, the trophy slipped away. People criticized him. Some people in Argentina said he did not love the national shirt the way he loved Barcelona. Some said he was not a true Argentine hero. Those words hurt him deeply. He knew how much he loved his country. He felt it in his bones. But words do not stop pain. In 2016, after losing yet another Copa America final, Leo did something that shocked the world. He announced his retirement from international football. He was only 29 years old. He said he had tried everything, given everything, and it was not enough. But Argentina wept. Fans sent messages. Legends of the game begged him to return. And after some weeks of silence, Leo came back. Because deep down, he could never truly walk away. And then came the moment. The moment that rewrote everything. The Rivalry Copa America. Argentina had not won a major international tournament in 28 years. And this time, with Leo leading them, they won. In Brazil's own stadium, against Brazil, in the final, Argentina lifted the trophy. Leo fell to his knees on the grass. He covered his face. He cried. Tears of relief, of joy, of years, and years of pain finally releasing. His teammates ran to him and held him. The whole of Argentina celebrated through the night. But Leo was not finished. The 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. This would be, perhaps, his last chance. He was 35 years old. Argentina were strong, but the world has many great teams. The tournament was extraordinary. Argentina lost their first game. The world said it was over. But Leo refused. Game after game, he guided his team forward. He scored. He created. He led. And on the 18th of December, 2022, in one of the greatest World Cup finals ever played, Argentina faced France. The match was extraordinary. Argentina were winning RB. Then France came back to equalize. Then extra time. Then penalties. And finally, agonizingly, Argentina won on penalties. Lionel Messi held the World Cup trophy above his head. The boy from Rosario. The boy whose body wouldn't grow. The boy who left home at 13 with tears in his eyes. He was holding the greatest prize in all of football. After winning the World Cup, Leo made one more big decision. He moved to the United States, to a club called Inter Miami in the city of Miami, Florida. Many people were surprised. He could have gone to a big European club. He could have chased more trophies in famous leagues. But Leo chose something different. A new adventure. A new country. A new chapter. And even there, in a league that many people outside the United States did not follow closely, Leo Messi did what Leo Messi always does. He made people stop and stare. He scored incredible goals. He filled stadiums. He reminded the world again and again that his love for the game was not about money or fame. It was simply about the ball and what happens when he is with it. And so, my friends, we come to the end of our journey through the story of Lionel Messi. We traveled from the loud, colorful streets of Rosario to the grand stadiums of Barcelona, to the golden moment in Qatar. We saw a boy told he was too small become the player who casts the longest shadow in football history. And what do we take from this story? Perhaps it is this: the obstacles that try to stop you are sometimes the very things that make you stronger. Lionel's small body, his illness, his homesickness, his failures. With Argentina, none of these broke him. All of them shaped him. And to you, the English learner listening right now, maybe you have your own obstacles. Maybe learning feels slow. Maybe some days the words do not come. That is normal. That is the journey. The important thing is that you stay. That you keep showing up. That you trust the process, even when you cannot yet see the results. Because, just like Lionel Messi, you are not defined by how small you started. You are defined by how far you are willing to go. So, keep going. We believe in you, and we are honored to walk this road with you. If this story moved you, please leave a comment below. Tell us which part of Messi's journey touched you the most. Subscribe to Storyline Icons so you never miss a new story. And share this with someone who needs a little inspiration today. We will see you in the next story. Until then, take care of yourself, keep learning, and remember, the greatest journeys always begin with one brave step.